Come on in, you guys. Come on in, come on in. Get us a little drink today. You guys, you already know the routine. Listen here. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications and give the videos a thumbs up. Now, you guys, you know I'm in wonderful Jamaica. So you may end up hearing a little background noise because I'm out on the beach today, y'all. So go ahead and get your little tropical drink real quick, you guys. And come on in here. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications and give the video a thumbs up. And if you don't want to give the videos a thumbs up, then guess what? Keep it pushing. You know, don't say nothing. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Okay, you guys, so I'm here in beautiful Jamaica, but let me share something with you guys. So, you know I'm old, right? So I'll be having these moments of, okay, I could possibly die some years from now, or, you know, I don't know what my lifespan is. But you really get to this point in your life as you get a little older, and some people may get it early, but I got it in my old age, where you really start looking and reflecting over your life about who you are. You know, you go through this phase of self-development, you know, of who you are, what are you striving to be, what impact have you made in society. You know, you just start reflecting over your life, things you could have did different, things you wish you would have known earlier, you know, advice you wish you would have took but you didn't take. You know, and then the wisdom that you try to give to your children as well as your grandchildren to instill something in them. So I've been doing this journey, you know, inwardly about me since I've been divorced, which was like in 2014, right? So, you know, at that point when I got divorced, I had for 24 years, either I was someone's girlfriend or fiance and then wife. And then my children were, you know, becoming grown. I only had one child that was underage at home. And you find yourself trying to figure out of life, like, who am I? You know, I had that moment where I was a wife, I was a mom, I was all these different things in the church and you know, on my job, I was, you know, an admin and all of that different stuff. But when it came down to me being by myself, no one really needed me as much as I was needed before. You know, I wasn't someone's wife anymore, and I had time to reflect to say, who is Sherry? And to be honest, you guys, I was lost. Have you ever had that feeling where you just felt lost? It's like I'm grown as heck. I'm in my 40s, mid 40s, and I'm lost and realized that 40 plus years went by and I catered to everybody else. But if you would ask me when I was 44 years old, what my favorite color was, I couldn't tell you. You know, if you asked me what I like to do, I couldn't tell you what I like to do at all because I had no idea, because I was living my life for everybody else. So now I'm at this point where I can live my life for me. Thank God. She don't know. Live my life for myself, and I had to find myself. I had to dig deep. You know, I had to do some things I just did to see if I liked it. And if I didn't like it, I say, hey, I don't like doing this, but I like doing this. So I found out that I like to travel, and I found out some other things about myself. But in August, and you guys maybe remember this, your internet dad, Baron, passed away. And I had went to his father's side of the family. I went to their family reunion. And they had there's a lady on that side of the family, and her name is, I believe it's Judy, on that side of the family. And she is into genealogy. Like, seriously, she's into genealogy on her family side. And she had, at the family reunion, she had every child, every great grandparent, and what children they had, and what children came from those children. I mean, she had this huge picture, 2 or 3 poster boards that were like super tall that she had leaned up against these podiums, and it had an outline of her whole entire family tree. Now, this woman, she has like divorce papers from early 1900s, 18 something, where they didn't even refer to black people as being black. They referred to black people as being colored, or no, in that document that I saw, it said Negro. Honey, it said Negro Howard. So that was the terminology of that day and of that hour. And so she does such an intense, in depth. So if I ever want to know about my grandfather's side, I have all that information. And so that put me on a whole nother journey, you guys. A whole nother journey. If you keep living, you're going to be on some journeys, honey. Personal journeys, all type of journeys. And so I said, well, I want to know where I come from. Like, I know who I am now. I know where I'm going, future, but I don't know where I come from. I don't. And I've been so intrigued lately with history and culture of different places. Like when I go travel different places, I don't just want to do the parasailing. I don't want to just do glass boats. I mean, I'll do those things, but I always make sure that I try to do a history or some type of culture to find out where the people come from. And so I learned on this trip that people from Jamaica, when there was a war, I don't know what war it was, but it was between British people and someone else. And they fought for this land here in Jamaica. Well, the people that won was the British people. And so they're not under British rule anymore. But they, the British people, let me just walk a little bit, honey. So the British people, let me take my drink with me so y'all can hear me better. So the British people won. And so they won the land, and then they found out that this land is good for producing sugar. But they had no one to work. So what they did was they went to Ghana and they took slaves in Ghana and brought them here and had them work the sugar cane and all the other things here in Jamaica. So we call these people Jamaicans, but a lot of them are from Ghana. So about a year or so ago, I had a company reach out to me to do a promotion for a DNA thing. And for some reason, for the life of me, probably because I wasn't there mentally, I didn't do the promo that they asked me to do. Sorry, you guys, I didn't do the promo, my DNA. And so I didn't do the promo, and I kept the DNA test. And once I got the information from my cousin in Indianapolis, and it intrigued me, I said, let me find out where I'm from, you guys. So I went on this quest talking to my kids. Like, I love to giggle, you guys, you know that. But there's a whole nother side of me that gets really, really deep. And my kids probably out of respect will listen to me. But they're probably like, Mommy is on one today. And I told them, I said, my last name is not Howard. I said, your last name is not Howard. I said, I don't know where that name came from. It probably came from my master or something like that. I said, but originally, your last name would not have been Howard. So, and I said, but so that makes me think, who am I? Like, I'm here in America. I like America. I can't say that I don't. But have you ever felt like a little bit of disconnection? Like there's a place in me in this time, in this season of my life, that I told my kids I wanted to go to Africa. I was like, I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Africa. I never had an interest in Africa before. I heard people talk about going back to your roots, all those different things, but I never really had an interest in it. But this year I kept saying, I want to go to Africa. And I told my sister, Trayvon, I told her, I said, I'm going to find out where I'm from. And when I go to Africa, I need to put my foot on the land that my ancestors came from. And I told her, I said, when I do that, there's going to be such a connection, because as Black people that are taken from a land and brought somewhere else, you never fully feel whole. This is just my experience. I can't say all Black people, but I don't feel completely whole. I have a beautiful life. I have wonderful things that I do. I love you guys here on YouTube. I love all my followers, and different stuff like that. But personally, It doesn't matter what I do, what degree I get, what job I work, what I do in the community, all of those different things. There is something, and I serve the Lord, honey. I serve Jesus Christ. That's me. But there's a part that is missing. There is a part that has a huge question mark. And I said, before I leave this earth, I'm going to find out where I'm from. But I want to take it deeper than that. I want to find out what tribe I would come from. And when I find that out, I tell you right now, I could die. And I'm so serious, because I would know Sherry as the whole person. I know where I originally was from. And I wonder, like, this is a whole another side of I Love to Giggle, you guys. It really is. I wonder, and I hope I'm not boring you guys, but I wonder if my ancestors had never been taken away from the land that they originated from, who would I have been? Who would I have been? You know, and that's the part for me that I need to know. Okay, so after saying all of that, you guys, I did the DNA test. I sent it in, and it takes about, it's called My DNA. I'll put the link down in the description box if you guys want to do it. I don't know how much it will actually cost you to do it, because it was given to me as a promo, but I'll put the link down in there if you want to pursue that. And I sent it in. It took about 3 to 6 weeks. They did find some of my relatives. They found my aunt. Just by the bit of information that you give them, they'll start connecting the dots for you. And so while I was on vacation, after I came from the Bob Marley tour, and I sat on, it's called Holy Mount Zion. I sat up there where Bob Marley got his inspiration from, and he knew where he was from and all of that different stuff. I sat up there, and that very night, I got the results. Drum roll, you guys. Honey, uh-oh, I'm going right past my mouth, ain't I? I found out that I am 38% Nigerian. Honey, 38.1%. I'll put the thing up there for you. 38.1% Nigerian. Nigeria? And so I don't know anything about Nigeria. And like, you know what you see on the news. I can't even say that I've even thought about Nigeria. I've heard of it. That's about as far as the extent of that I know of Nigeria. So now I need to do research on the Nigerian people. So one thing that I did research on the Nigerian people, like what is their characteristics? They said Nigerian people have a can-do attitude, never say never attitude, and they're welcoming and outgoing and pleasant people. Baby, if that ain't me, honey. So I'm 38% Nigerian, and I'm 17.2% Sierra Leone. So, and then a small percentage of it was Kenya. Now, I did tell my daughter that I wanted to go to Kenya next year, but it's going to get rerouted. Either next year or the year after. That's going to get rerouted because I got to go to Nigeria first, and that's where I'm from. And then there's like 22 other places. I said, well, good Lord, honey. So there's a smaller percentage of, Welsh. There's a small percent of Baltic. I got to research these people. And there's a small percentage of Scandinavian, and there's a small percent of European. And I believe that would be from my dad's side, because they do have white people in their family. So that part comes from there. But the majority of where my mom and dad is from, and I believe this one is on my mom's side, is Nigeria, because my aunt did hers, and she was Nigerian. So you guys, I'm Nigerian. Honey. So do I call myself African American? Kinda, sorta, I don't know. I don't know how that goes. But I'm Nigerian. So I'm super excited about it, guys. It kind of is, it's so crazy because it came at a time that I'm over here trying to, just live life or whatever, and found out who I really am. So now I got to go further because I wonder, do you guys know if you can find out? I know you can find out what tribe you're from. You can find out what tribe you're from. So I like research, just like Nigerian people, and they have like, they got the little noses. They got noses, but they're not big like mine. But they had the pictures that I saw. Now, I don't know if this is straight across the board, but they have like a little nose like an M. And I noticed my kids have the nose like an M. So, and their dad does too. So, I don't know, maybe you're Nigerian too. So, but you guys, I'm excited about that because now I'm starting to feel a little bit whole. I think I'm going to feel completely where I need to be once I find out exactly what tribe I come from. But I won't plan the trip to Nigeria. I'm going to do about 10 days in Nigeria. I will not plan that trip until I know exactly what tribe I come from. And then I need to visit that tribe. Honey, that, and after that, oh honey, I can die. I can die. It ain't no matter to me because I will know that my feet have stepped on the land where my ancestors came from. And I have met and saw and touched the people. They'll let me, shake their hands or something like that and touch the people where my ancestors came from. That right there is it for me, you guys. That is it for me, you guys. So go ahead, you guys. I hope you have an amazing day. I'll come back home tomorrow. So I had beautiful 6 days, 5 nights here in Jamaica. So we got to get back tomorrow. We got to go back home and live life for real. Live life for real. Get back to the same old until the next trip, you guys. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, and let me know if you guys have ever done any of that. And if you want to, if you have, do you want to share where you're from? All right, go ahead and I say click the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel, give the videos a thumbs up. If you don't like the channel, keep pushing, don't say nothing. And I'll see you next time. Peace.